What's up everybody, it's your boy French Cooking. Welcome back to the channel, and this is Make Beats for Free on MPC. Today's free VST is called the Synthmaster 3 player by KV331 Audio. This is the new and improved version of a VST that I already covered on this channel before. You guessed it, Synthmaster 2 player. So you should already kind of be familiar with it by now, but if you're not, they used to call it the poor man's Omnisphere because it has a whole ton of presets. But this new version is not looking like a poor man's anything. It's the real deal. Now, Cardi B released a new album a couple weeks ago, wearing a giant red fleshlight. W Cardi. My favorite track off the album is ErrTime, because I'm not a big fan of that, R&B sing-song Cardi B. I like the version of Cardi B that's like ratchet and trap, and the one that came up off of TikTok. So I'm gonna make a song like that today using the Synthmaster 3 player like I mentioned earlier. Hope you're ready. Okay, so the main instrument in ErrTime is brass, or at least I think it's brass. It might be like a low string, but I'm going to start my beat with a brass. And in my opinion, the best sounding brass that I have access to is the one that comes with MPC Beats. Okay, so I'm going to start at E, and to start, I'm just going to build out a simple triad. Okay, so that's a good base to start with. I'm going to pull the velocity up on this one a little bit, and I'm going to make an octave copy of the E. And I'm just going to delete the second half here and just copy it over. You know what, I'm going to add a low string to that to beef it up. So I have the bass strings pulled up from the Berlin Free Orchestra pack in SINE player, and I'm going to lay down a pattern. Okay, I kind of like that. It reminds me a little bit of Sitting Sideways. No, not Sitting Sideways. Still Tipping. Now I want to add a repetitive pluck sound in the background, or mallet sound. So I have the mallet presets pulled up in my first instance of Synthmaster 3 player. One thing I like about this new and improved version is you see every preset has a triangle, a play triangle beside it. If you just hover over that with your mouse, it'll play the sound. That should work. Simple and easy. I'm sure you've heard this pattern in a lot of trap music in the past. For effects, I have Cymatics Spacelight Reverb, and I'm also using the Haas effect by Kilohearts to make it sound more spacious. Kept the hi-hats pretty simple because I'm planning to have a lot going on in the melody. I just have a triple hit here, and I have kind of like a staircase going down here in the first bar. And I did the same thing in the fifth bar, but it's a staircase going up instead. One thing to note about the drums is that for the open hat, I actually use a cymbal, but I cut it off right where the snare hits. 808 simple as well, just keep it at one note for the most part, except for this little guy who's doing his own thing over here. I'll switch it up a little bit in the verse, but for the chorus, I'm just going to stay like this. So far this beat has low brass, low string, and an 808, so it's missing some high end. And what I like most about the Synthmaster 3 and the Synthmaster 2 for that matter are the ARPs. So if my powers of deduction are working correctly, I should find an ARP with some high end. Yo, that's perfect. Last but not least, I'm going to add a pad, just to add a little bit of texture in the background. So I pulled up Synthmaster 3 player again, and I am using the warm pad preset. If you notice a little bit of movement in that pad, it's because I added the AKAI tremolo sync to that, but turned the dry wet down just to 26. Now you know the drill, let's run it all together at the same time. That'll do it for me today. Enjoy the beat, go listen to Cardi B's album, enjoy that, and enjoy the rest of your week. I'll be back next week with another video, but until then, keep producing, baby.
This is French cooking.